Hey, good morning, and welcome to another episode of John L. Scott Talent Talk. It is going to be a beautiful Thursday, it looks like, and we have a really fun episode planned for you. We have a special guest that we are pumped to introduce. But first, I am Ashley Diaz, and with me we have your boy Steve.
What's up?
Hey, Steve. Good morning.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And then we have Davina Clarity.
What's up? Good morning.
Good morning. And then, of course, we have Jurgen Robinson.
Hello. Good to be here.
Yeah.
Good morning. So in the back, we have Donna. She's helping us out with the cameras, making us look fancy. We've got Christy on all of our social medias. So make sure you say hi, leave your questions and comments. And yeah, we're really excited about today.
We are.
So Davina, Davina, you want to tell us why?
Sure. This leads in actually to our National Day. And it's actually a couple of days. It is International Hamburger Day and also National Brisket Day. And this is where you'll see in just a few minutes where our special guest is really gonna kill us with the brisket. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so May 28th is International Hamburger Day and Brisket Day. And that leads us into our trivia question of the day as well. And for you that don't eat the meat, where's the beef? You know? How many burgers do Americans eat annually? So that's a good question. So, and here's it. It's not one number is small. So is it 10 million burgers? 50 million burgers, 10 billion burgers, or 50 billion burgers? Say that. Billion burgers.
Billion.
Brilliance. Oh, I felt like Roger Rabbit. Brilliance.
So answers, plug your answers in and we will reveal the answer a little later. Someone that's might be able to tell us how much brisket at least people in Lakewood eat. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, that's fun. It's time for our quick real estate update. Is that what we're doing next?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that, or do we want to hop in on the guest?
Well, you know what?
He's got a lot going on, huh?
He does. And, it's timely. We're talking about burgers and brisket. Let's bring them in.
All right. Should we play a little intro?
I think we should.
All right.
Hey, the Texan Queen. I'm in love with Texan Queen. She's my main thing. She soothes my appetite. She makes my belly sing. Cause when my stomach's low, she fills me every time. That smell just turns me on. First bite is paradise.
Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Oh, doing awesome. Love having you aboard. Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Ha.
Yay! Thanks for having me.
Anybody else want a burger right now? Because I feel like I could do a burger.
Oh. To be honest with you, I want one of his steak sandwiches. It was so delicious. It tasted like it was back in the East Coast. It's so good.
You know what? I can tell you that just your name alone makes me think of when I was growing up, all them ham hocks and greens, cornbread, my mom used to make. Smoking ham hock.
That's what's up. That's the purpose.
So, you know, HamHock, we had a story last week, came out on King 5 that on I think Evening Magazine that we spotlighted, and it was you, and just there was such an engagement about that, and then there's been a little bit more impact there, but really, I mean, who are you?
You said, who am I?
Who are you? Who is HamHock Jones?
Well, HamHock Jones is the people's champ. spread love through grub throughout the land is how I leave my stamp. So every day I knock out hunger because I'm the people's champ.
It's a little fighting spirit there.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. And so you've got the Soul. Now you've had the Soul Shack for a while, right?
Yeah, I had it for about 5.5 years now.
Yeah. And what got you started in that? I mean, because I love food, but I don't necessarily want to cook for everybody. How did this become your passion?
Well, even as a baby boy who would feed upon the chest, I knew I'd be the king of wing and deep fried chicken breast. So it started way back then, but I just always let it cook. I'm a fat boy, in heart and physical, and but it kind of happened because of a tragedy. My mother, she passed away unexpectedly, and I found myself, she left a little bit of money, and I had some extra money, and I just worked at a job that I liked my job, but I just always wanted to do my own thing, make my mark on the world. And I realized that life is short, so you gotta like live your life every day with your passions because you'll be happier. So I just start cooking, and I know what I was doing at first. I cooked in the kitchen here, but I never cooked in an industrial professional kitchen, So I had to learn how to do it and learn how to make stuff on a grill and stuff. And I just took my time. I feed the kids in the neighborhood for free, make free burgers and Phillies for people, invite friends over to have parties and work up my recipes. And after about a year of doing that, I got it down and I just said, okay, let's get it cracking. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I think real quick, because I know we know who you are, HamHock Jones, and we've talked about you, and then we played the commercial, but we didn't really talk about who you are and what you do and why you're here. Like we're kind of, because we know the story. So why don't you tell us? So you're a local business owner. Tell us what is HamHock Jones Soul Shack, and tell us about what is it that you do.
Well, HamHock Jones Soul Shack is it's basically a food truck, because I eventually, of course, I want to have brick and mortar establishments, but the food truck it just gives such flexibility, and then like when times are slow, you can just shut down and park it, and so it's a food truck. But to me, it's a vision. One day I would love to franchise and have them in 50 states if I can make that happen. Definitely in the West Coast, but more than just a food truck, it's an experience. We spread love through grub. It's my philosophy that because in the world there's so much going on, so much pain, and people upset about this and that. So I believe the fries will stop the cries and the fish will bring the bliss. So my mission is to spread love through grub and bring people together. And also I'm a musician, so combining the two things together, soul food and soul music, that's the one thing that transcends all race, creeds, colors, and boundaries, And I just happen to be passionate for both of them and talented at both of them. So it's time to rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, I mean, you've got your food truck is, oh shoot, the address is on specifically because everybody needs to know where to find you.
Well, yeah, I'm located at the Shell station in Lakewood, and the address is 6101 Steilacoom Boulevard. It's at the intersection of Bridgeport and Steilacoom, and we're right in that parking lot.
And you're doing something kind of fun tonight, aren't you?
Yeah,
bringing both clubs together.
I got a band called HamHock Jones and the Neckbones. It's called the HamHock Jones Experience, and so every Friday and Saturday we're going to be playing live music at my location. Basically, this is what we do in the house. We just jam and practice. We said, we might as well go and practice for the crowds because people waiting for a longer time because I got so popular that sometimes they're waiting 15, 20 minutes. So we figured, well, if people got something to listen to and something to engage them, they won't probably mind waiting. And also it creates the experience. They want to know, can HamHock Jones really play? I'm going to show them what to do, baby.
You got a little liquor too you could play for us?
Oh, sure. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, really well.
Let me tell y'all now. Now if I fed you my grub, I tell you what I do. I'd expect a whole lot of business out of you. Oh, you got to be good to me. I'm gonna be good to you. There's a whole lot of eating you and I could do. So come on down, baby. HamHock Jones. There you go. A little something, something for you.
All right.
I loved it.
Woo!
Absolutely.
Woo!
No, we could just sit back and listen to you all day. I mean, that's I'm all right with that too. You know, oh, go ahead. David.
I just had a question. I didn't know if Stephen and Ashley had a question. I'm just intrigued by you, Mr. HamHock. But
Mr. Jones.
So what? Who is your favorite artist? Because like I got, obviously Rick James, and I'm hearing, I see, Prince. You got your Purple Rain,
Hendrix.
Yeah. I mean, like you've got a lot of Just who's your favorite?
Well, I love Al Green. I love a lot of 70s music. That's how I grew up. My mother was in the kitchen making some collard greens and catfish, and she had that music playing. I love Bootsy Collins, but also I'm a guitar player, so I like Jim Croce. I like the Carpenters, man. I'm a weirdo. I like Jimi Hendrix. Again, music transcends all boundaries. Carole King, but of course, the soul greats like Rick James and Isaac Hayes and Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah,
that's definitely my favorite genre is old school soul.
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
Woo! I wake up every day like this, just hooting to the world because y'all gotta excuse me if I go woo.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe we need to end on a woo.
Yeah. And Steve, Ashley, you guys got a question or?
Well, I am ashamed to say that I have not been to the Soul Shack, but I will be going there in the near future. So, what is your best-selling item for us who haven't been but plan to go very soon?
Well, since it's National Burger Day, I cannot mention the Queen Labeefa. The Queen Labeefa and the Big Bad Mama is two of the baddest burgers in the Milky Way galaxy. Now, I haven't been outside the Milky Way galaxy, so I can't speak about Andromeda or something like that. But definitely, the pulled pork grilled cheese, that's something that I invented. It's pulled pork basically on a grilled cheese sandwich, and they go crazy for that. And the other thing is that southern fried catfish. You know what I mean? Oh, they love that catfish. And then, the ribs and the Philly cheesesteaks, it kind of just depends on what you're in the mood for. We put love into everything we make,
Sounds like there's a good variety. I am pumped about this.
We're basically like a restaurant on wheels. We don't have just a limited menu. And I think that's what gives me the advantage of a lot of food trucks because they just do burgers or chicken tenders or something. But I want to make it like, like you go to Big Mama's house on the weekend and you get a nice plate and you leave and we feed you like family. That's always my motto is when you come, you ain't just a customer, you're family to us. So we're going to treat you and feed you like that.
That's good.
And it is
What
good.
time do you open?
We open at 12 o'clock noon. Well, that's going to change next week because I'll be getting there. People be waiting in the parking lot at like 11:30. I'll be feeling bad, So.
and are you
that HamHock?
Yeah, right. And you're open 5 days a week. So, what days of the week are you open?
I'm open right now Tuesday through Saturday. And I'm looking to maybe next week or so change the summertime hours. And I think I'm going to start going later on Fridays and Saturdays around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. But right now it's Tuesday through Saturday. So y'all can look at Facebook and look for the updates, and which will be coming soon.
Okay. So if someone wanted to go today, you'll be there at noon. And what time do you close?
About 6:30.
Okay.
But when people stop coming, they keep coming, I'm going to keep the door open to 25 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, so good, so good.
Awesome.
And Steve,
Yeah.
what questions on your mind?
I don't know if I have any questions because HamHock answered them all, but I feel like you've touched my soul. Everything between some soul food to some soul music. I love it. I'm all about that. I can't wait to get out there and get a little taste and flavor some HamHock Jones there.
Well, I guarantee that I'll make your belly smile. You know.
We've done that.
So
Yes.
live music today. What time?
What time is what?
What time is the music?
Oh man, we're gonna be out there about noon because it's like we might as well be there when the crowds come. You know what I mean? So my band is right. We up there. They loading up right now, getting ready. We're gonna rock it, man, today.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, talked to you for a little bit last night, and just I was really surprised that some people are a character, and that's really just who they are. But
Mhm.
you're actually really deep in a lot of different things. Oh wait, hold on a sec.
No, it's that actually.
Oh wait, can I wait just a sec? Yes.
I saw.
Okay. Now this is live, so this is. But you know what? You're not
I
just
saw he laying down.
okay.
It looked like he was dead.
Hey.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He looked like
Okay,
Aspen.
well.
But
Okay.
then I went up. I was about to open the cage to see if he was alive.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me look in just a little moment, okay? Love you.
No, he's alive.
Oh, he is? Oh, he is alive. Okay, everybody, it's okay.
He's alive.
We're gonna change his name to Lazarus. So
No, he looked very dead.
okay.
He looked like Aspen. So
Thank
I
you.
could not touch him to see if he was.
I think I just got thrown. How are you, HamHock? No. Talking to you, a lot of times, people can be a character, but that's really the extent of who they are. You've actually gone through a lot, and you're philosophically, I mean, I love I love talking to you because you just had a lot more depth to you. It wasn't just HamHock Jones, but you've gone through some experiences, right, to get to who you are and your philosophy.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's like when I say that I want to spread love through grub, I'm not really playing around. I always wanted to make a difference in the world, and sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out how can you make a difference. Like I say, some people want to be a doctor, some people want to be a police officer, somebody want to be a priest, and so I was always trying to figure that out. I always had a mind of social activism, but a lot of people come from things from an angry standpoint. Oh, this, that, forget the government. But I feel like there's enough people out there trying to fight to make a difference. I want to love to make a difference. And so, but of course, when you want to make a difference, you have to research and read and study things about life. How can I make a difference? How do people think about things? Even with my food, I mean, I'm silly as hell, but I'm also a perfectionist, when it comes to that kitchen. I don't, I'm laughing and joking when things are going good. Let that customer service start going down. My crew see a whole different side. I'd be like, hey, what's going on? Get that order right. Then I turn to the taskmaster. But but of course you got to have both sides in life. To be a CEO or run a company, man, you working 7 days a week, 385 days a year, not 65, 85. And so you got to be dedicated to be the best at what you do. And I'm dedicated, and I want to be the best. You know, so you got to put that work in. And a lot of work is the brain work. It ain't just the cooking. The cooking ain't brought people here. It's the advertisement. It's the other talents that I have. So when you have brains and abilities, you go a lot further in life.
Yeah. And, a lot of people talk about love. They talk about, like the pig's grease, all that. But when I was talking, that's actually real. You didn't, that wasn't an accident that you talk about that, right? No.
I mean, man, I love people, and my mother always instilled that into me, she was such a good person, just you come in the house, you want something to eat, you want some pie, honey, and I'd be like, Mom, why are you so nice to people, and then she just say, but I realized that you reap what you sow, but that also comes in good ways too. You want to sow good seeds. And what I find that when I go feed the homeless or whatever I do, man, it always come back to me, so you got to just give from an unselfish heart. And the only way we're going to make the world a better place is, you got to think global but start local.
Yeah.
So I can feed some hungry people in my area. Maybe they won't go out and rob somebody because they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? That's a start.
Yeah. It's not about the differences, but the things that similar that bring us together.
Yeah, we all came from one source. So we all connected. We all from the same stardust.
So, what's next for HamHock Jones?
Taking over the world, baby. I'm hoping the way things are going right now that I'm gonna get my second truck, but before this year is over. Once I get the second truck, I'm gonna go to the third truck to a restaurant, basically from a shack to a mansion, worldwide expansion. That's hopefully the game. That's my goal. I'm gonna reach for the stars, and if I miss, I land in the clouds.
Nice. And what's the best way for people to keep up with you? I mean, you're definitely active. We saw you on Evening. Sounds like Q13 was just out there talking with you yesterday. What's the best way for people to keep up with you?
I would say Facebook is the most, updated, accurate information. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really understand Instagram quite that good yet. That's why I'm getting old. I'm like, I don't get this one quite yet, but I'm on there. But on that Facebook, I definitely up there, always updating my stuff and just corresponding with people. So Facebook and HamHock Jones Soul Shack is my Facebook page, my business page.
Awesome. And how can they keep track of you and the band?
Hey, just again, the Soul Shack page, or just call up my business number, 253-888-7600. Say, where you at, Ham? I'm gonna say, come on down and hear the band.
Okay. Well, definitely, and really appreciate you coming aboard. We know that you're going to be getting prepped for a really big day here. So, David and Steve, Ashley, you got any other things for HamHock? I mean, definitely had fun. I recommend if anybody has a chance to just catch a little time with HamHock, do it. You're going to walk away smiling and you're going to feel good.
I'm just thank you for coming on. You're really a breath of fresh air and love the rhymes. You remind me, you've got that fight like a, what is it? Sting like a bee, whatever, butterfly, Muhammad Ali little,
eloquently said.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, darling, I'm the people's champ.
I love it. Keep doing what you're doing. Really, keep doing what you're doing. It's very encouraging. And I'm looking forward to coming down. And I honestly, I'm going to try to get down and come listen to some music and eat some grub today. So,
that's what's up. I look forward to meeting you.
Yes.
I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to feeding you. I'm going to make you a hammy. That means a ham hocker for life.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to hook you.
Right on.
And Steve,
thank you so much for coming. Just thank you. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. And I want to say to y'all, love, peace, and fish streaks, baby. Woo!
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Wow.
That was awesome. I love this guy's spirit.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to hear Gerbil still has spirit in my home.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Hey, woo! Hey, that like gets you going. Try that.
Right?
Woo! Yeah.
Walk around.
It's gonna be too loud.
Oh my God.
With my wife, and just walk right behind her. Woo!
Yeah.
Hopefully she's not carrying anything.
Oh, goodness. Wow, fun times.
Yeah.
All right,
well,
you guys.
Got to go out. I'm actually interested in hearing him play. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Prior to that, Steve, you were just about to hit some updates, right?
I was. So, all right, you guys. So, quick real estate updates and reminders. So, today at 11 o'clock, we actually have a webinar. If you go to our jlstraining.com, You can go ahead, get registered. The webinar is Learn How to Get the Most Out of Boost. Join HomeSpotter for a live webinar. So that's 11 o'clock today. The next thing that we have up is tomorrow, Forums Friday. So for all of our real estate brokers out there, real estate partners, friends, if you want to learn a little bit about forums, how they work within our industry, how they work for you, what they mean to you, your buyers, your sellers, your clients. We do have classes that go on every week, and that's from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about low appraisals and the low appraisal addendum and all the addendums that are incorporated within the low appraisal. Then the next item that we have tomorrow, going on tomorrow, is John L. Scott brings to you every week some sort of motivational or informational speaker within our industry. They are going to be live streamed on our Facebook page, our John L. Scott talent page. And tomorrow we have Dan Cairo, I believe is his name. But if you don't know who Dan Cairo is, great inspirational story. He was involved in an accident as a young child. Had to go through some surgeries, or he was burned over a large part of his body, and he really overcame a lot of those challenges to become a world-class musician. So if you check him out, it's going to be tomorrow. Great story, very motivational, very touching, and he's going to kind of share with us his story. And then the last thing is next week, Monday, we have a guest coming on. And that's going to be Larry Stamp from Cameo Home Inspections. So Monday, stay tuned. We've got a guest coming in. And that'll do it today for your real estate update.
Okay, great. And you know what? Hitting on this, we've got the headlines, but I'm going to do a really abridged version of the
Headlines.
So where it's what we always do with the headlines is we want to give you the news you can use. Oftentimes try to give you a little bit of context to the headlines behind it. My encouragement today, just because we want to be timely, is check out the articles. If you hear a headline, that's always something that's meant to attract your attention. If it does, there's probably something good, especially if we put this together for you, because we know what you're looking for, right? Here we go. So the very first headline is, Inslee issues guidance on resuming religious gatherings, including weddings and funerals. So that's big news. A lot of people are maybe excited is not the right word, but certainly have anticipation for that. Pierce County executive, unrealistic benchmarks will delay phase 2 approval. So we're hoping for June 1st to be for Pierce County, King, and the bigger counties. But we're going to wait and see. It's probably not quite there yet, unless they change some of the entry points. Headline 3, Olympia plans to close downtown streets to expand social distancing space for dining and retail. That's an interesting story, kind of some bistro style rotating. So check that one out. That's something you want to know. MGM Resorts to reopen its Las Vegas casinos June 4th. It's not only MGM, it sounds like almost all of them are opening back up. So it's not going to be business as usual, but it's going to be a bit of a return to some normalcy. Headline 5, fastest growing U.S. city. Most Americans didn't know. How did that slide in there again? I know I got rid of these. This is actually how the coronavirus is changing some boomers' real estate plans for the better. So check out that headline, not this headline. All right. Most consumers aren't afraid to return to the market. Again, you look at the poll numbers, people are in anticipation for it. We know there's some hesitancy, but there's a lot more excitement over that. These home improvements matter most to young adults. So that millennial generation, if you're interested in what improvements would be best to attract that attention, take a look at the article. Facebook launches Collab, a mix and match app for collaborative music videos. It's kind of like the Duet on TikTok, but really different because it's original music. It looks like a really interesting concept. I'm interested in checking it out. This lickable screen can recreate almost any flavor or any taste or flavor without eating food. You lick a screen and it uses all 5 senses and creates flavors for you to enjoy. So I don't know. It's a whole new world there. And then if you're curious how Karen became the problematic white woman who always is asking for the manager, this is the story to give you some background on that. And then the last one is 15 great leadership books from Adam Grant for a summer reading list. I actually looked through all the titles, and I hadn't read, I don't think, any of them, but there's one on there called The Biggest Bluff that looks like fun. A psychologist wanted to write a book about poker, so she got into poker. And last year, prior to writing the book, she actually won $57,000, taking second place in the Asian Pacific Poker Tour in Macau. So, I mean, really kind of cool stuff. And that is the headlines.
Wow.
Nice.
I still did a little bit of context. I didn't intend to. I just can't help myself.
I think it was perfect, Jurgen.
Yeah. Christy, you don't think anyone should be licking screens? Probably not, unless it's this screen. It's kind of funny. It's like a little tube, and it has these little gel packs, and apparently it secretes it wasn't the word, but it's the word that comes into my mind, like secretes these little things. So think about Jelly Bellies. So, Jelly Bellies, you have all these little flavors in there, and you have a little guide that if you mix these flavors, it tastes like this thing. That's what it does with the 5 flavors on this little wheel. And so however they dial it up, you get it dialed up, and when you lick it, it's that flavor.
Okay.
Welcome to the future.
Taste-o-vision.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to eat completely bland food and then lick a screen for the flavor.
Okay. Taste-o-vision.
Ron, you can demonstrate that later.
But in the meantime, we still have that trivia question out there.
Yeah.
So Americans eat around 50, how many burgers do Americans eat annually? So you have 10 million, 50 million, 10 billion, or 50 billion. I'm thinking whatever the highest number is, that's where we're going.
Yeah. I don't know the answer, but I'm thinking it's in the billions.
Yeah.
That's my guess too.
Mm-hmm.
But while you guys choose your answer out there from Facebook land or IG land, we have a tip of the day for you. So as always,
You're running right into it.
I was. So here is our tip of the day. Today, go out there and add one review or testimonial today. So when we talk about reviews and testimonials, for me, if I'm ever looking at buying something or getting a service, I'm looking for a review. If I can't find a review, I'm looking for a referral. But if I can't find a referral from a family or friend, I am always looking for reviews of products, reviews of services, reviews of restaurants. Are they 1-star, 2-star, or are they 5-star? So today, go out there and actually request reviews. See if you can get a review, or even better yet, do a review for somebody. Reviews are great, and if they don't have to be past clients, they can be. But I mean, there's also other people that can review you, or that you can review within our industry. When we're talking about real estate, we talk about home inspectors, we talk about lenders, maybe co-workers, cross-sale brokers. There's lots of people within the service industries that we can actually review and get reviews from. So today, there's your task. Go out, add one review, get one review.
Yeah. And, one of those things, too, is that it's not necessarily a lot of people will think about those reviews is just if you help somebody buy, sell a home or such. But a lot of what we do is about advice or helping to understand. This is really when you're talking about reviews, the people that you've helped. And that doesn't always mean sometimes your best advice is helping somebody understand buying or selling a home isn't in their best interest right now. So when you're going about, you don't only have to think about people you've helped through the full process, but helping them out get a review. Let them speak for you.
Yep. All right, you guys, there's some of your homework for today. And while you work on that or get ready to work on that, let's see if we've got an answer for our trivia question. Christy, are you with us?
Good morning, everyone.
Good
morning, Christy.
All right. Before we get to the trivia question, I have a few shout outs. So good morning, Mike, Jared, Dawn, Cindy, Leah, Renee, Shauna, Kathy, Willie, Ryan, Joe, Randy, Stacy, Jared, Pat, Megan, Donna, Valerie. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Woo!
That's,
All right.
that's what feels good, right?
Woo! Felt like you should have that magnifying glass again. You know, what was that show we were talking about? I see so and so. Yeah.
Romper room. Some romper room.
All right. Yeah. So, how many burgers do Americans eat annually? Is it 10 million, 50 million, 10 billion, or 50 billion? So the answer,
Go ahead. I'm going 50 billion, baby.
So the answer is Americans eat around 50 billion burgers a year. That's enough burgers to circle the earth 32 times every year.
Wow.
Crazy.
That almost sounds gross, but delicious.
32 times around the earth. Wow.
Yes. And Steve, you're so lucky on your guess. You need to hit Vegas. It's opening. Did you hear?
That's the word on the street.
Yeah.
Christy.
Wow.
Yeah. So, almost feels like, just a little after 30 minutes here. Almost feels like that song is about to play, right? Now it's time to say goodbye.
Oh yeah. You know what was going through my head?
What's that?
Song. I don't know.
I think it was Texas Queen.
Right. What was yeah, that was what was going through my head.
Texas Queen. And when you hear that from me, that is the Lack of Soul song. So,
but you actually you are the only one, Jurgen, that has actually gone to the HamHock Soul food. Yes,
everything was good, but shockingly, I kid you not, shockingly, what I enjoyed the most, and I completely didn't anticipate doing so, was the steak sandwich. I mean, I don't know why it's hard for so many places to make a good, authentic tasting Philly steak sandwich, but it was as close as I've had around here. So it was really good.
Have you ever had an authentic Philly steak sandwich?
Yes. When I was in, I've only been to Philly twice, and both times they're on every street corner. I gained weight because I couldn't pass one by without like picking one up. So I had to not walk around.
You had a sandwich in every hand, right?
Oh my goodness. I was like a chipmunk. My cheeks were full.
All right. So Jurgen votes for the steak sandwich. All right. So we'll see. I'm gonna get on over there and make sure I wear pants that don't have belt.
This is the kind of day elastic was made for.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I guess time to wrap up, huh?
Yeah.
Time to wrap up. Who wants to take us home?
Any final thoughts?
I will.
Gonna take us home? Okay, Ashley, take us home. And you know what? Let's make sure we leave them. Woo! Okay.
I'm scared it's gonna be too loud. I'm gonna be way too excited with it. Did anybody have any final thoughts?
No, I truly love I love the message. Why did I say no and then start talking? No, but I just love the message and getting below the message. I love the message of just love and just caring out there. And last night when we had talked, he'd mentioned that he had to close down from one location when COVID had happened, and he moved. But during that time, he continued to give. And when we give to other people, we get it back. 7 times, 10 times more than we ever give, and it's done without expectation, right? So I love that message.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff.
I just want to say, Jurgen, so glad Tristan's hamster or whatever you got, gerbil, little animal is alive. Tristan, so glad your animal is okay. Oh, yeah.
He's moving, right? Had to give little gerbil CPR.
Right.
They're muted. Come on, Jurgen.
Muted.
Oh, I was muted. I'm sorry.
Dad,
I forgot.
You're gonna just bury him in the backyard.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey.
Bury him in the backyard.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. He was saying that.
Is he okay? Is he okay? He's okay. Oh my gosh.
I was just talking about my dead gerbils.
Okay.
And then Russell can dig up his paw.
Okay.
This is the entertainment part of our show, the comedy section.
Bury him out.
Yes, we should have him on one of our shows for sure. This is what happens when we run a little bit long. So thank you so much for sticking in with us. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. We will see you tomorrow morning at 8:15. Go out and enjoy some sun. Maybe hit up the Soul Shack. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. So on 3, we'll do a big, be bold, and a woo! Ooh, yeah.
That was good.
Good job, guys.
Thanks. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Be bold.